download. Where is it? Recording.
So let me just do a quick. So I'm Schleif. This is PAVE. It's my cousin Billy. And we are currently working on the intro theme to the YouTube channel and podcast. So you are in the middle of the rawness, the ground layer here at the ground level. So
Schleif sandwich.
oh, there's no better place to be.
So yeah, awesome. So what I'll do is I can share my screen with you, just kind of,
Okay.
And let's see what you see when I share my screen. Let me just do a desktop share. Maybe that'll work better. And this is the session of what I created, for you. Let's see if you can hear it.
3, 2, 1.
There it was. Oops. Stop.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. Okay, I'm trying to import the audio file of Riley. And go. And let's see how. So the program that I use is Logic.
I've heard of that one. That one costs though, right? It's pretty substantial.
Yeah, it's 199, but
Oh,
I've never had to pay to upgrade.
okay.
And it's it's Apple's program, and so I find that I have a lot less issues in terms of in terms of like compatibility problems, or when updates occur and whatnot.
Gotcha.
So what I'm doing is I see that you have her saying it, so I'm just going to cut it to the length, try to line it up. See, like even right now, I'm like, man, if an audio engineer saw me doing this, they would probably be criticizing the speed of it.
I think right now, to be honest with you, I mean, everyone is picking apart everything. So it's really it's like, hey, if I really want to stay healthy, just put me in a bubble. It's one of those things, man. You got to live your life, right? So you just got to chip away and cut away a little bit at a time. Everyone's gonna buy a missile silo, and that's it, right?
Exactly.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, man, she said that's Riley. She sounds like a lot more mature than when I.
Don't scare me with that stuff, man. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready. You wouldn't believe it, man. I tell you what, that is one of the most difficult things.
I mean, I was just on the Zoom with her like a week ago, right? Like two.
She is growing up like nobody's business, man. It's crazy.
3, 2.
You hear that?
3, 2.
Oh yeah, so that's the best part. So funny enough, that's Chloe.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was cool, right? So it's sort of that underlying.
Oh, okay, good. So you want it in there?
I would prefer it in there. Just again, perfection. I got it, but this is something that I think is
sure.
True to heart, right? So
yeah, it's like I said, it's it's what you're about, man. So that's what I always envy about you. To me, you are the model for what a dad should be.
Yeah, no, not even remotely close. It's great because like when I was at a business trip, I met someone else that has also adopted, and he's going to be up to 6 soon. And I was like, hey man, I'm doing this YouTube channel podcast. Would you and your wife like to be on sometime? And he was like, absolutely. And it's so interesting. All the stories are the same but different, and I think that's like a lot of value is just having those conversations with those people. I tell you what, man, mind blowing how you just run into people and it comes out, right? Because it's not something I lead, my lead foot is, hey, all this, but it's It is interesting how many people are out there, but it's almost like a sub layer or not subculture, but this thing that occurs that no one really talks about as much as I think it should be talked about. So
Do you guys get competitive? You're like, dang, Jim down the street has 6 kids now.
you know what? That's it. We're going 16. We're just build a third story to the house. And let's go. Right?
That's like how Korean entertainment business does boy and girl bands. They're like, what? American boy band has five members? We need 15. I'm not kidding either. That's a
That's crazy. I was
so
unaware.
I'm gonna put her in stereo, see if you like that.
3,
I don't know if you can hear it in your setup, but let me turn this down a little bit too. So
3, 2,
do I like that? Let me get this one. Oh, do I have it all right?
1. 3, 2, 1.
So do you like it like that, or do you like it like
3, 2, 1.
I don't have stereo because I don't have my headphones on, but I don't know if this is possible, but can you do like 3 on one side, 2 on one side, and 1 on the other? Is that what you have going on?
well, it's not what I have going on, but it's what I could do it.
Well, I mean, does that sound something cool or no?
Oh yeah, I've done that. That's one of my favorite panning tricks. That's it's an automation thing. So before I do that though, actually I could just do it real quick. Let me just, it's I use it with guitars a lot. So it's
Because I think, isn't it Charlie Puth did that in Light Switch?
I mean, everybody's done it. It's like,
Well, why not just jump on the train? If everyone's doing it.
absolutely. So yeah, here what I could do is like, so you want one on the left, one on the right, and then the last one in the middle.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be perfect.
Do you have a preference? Do you want the first one on the left?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, here you go.
3,
Sorry, I did it the other way. It's because I'm left-handed, so I'm always.
Us left-handers, right?
Oh, you're left-handed too.
Yeah, remember? Yeah.
Oh,
We can't all be perfect, but at least us two can be.
I'm like I'm much older than you, so my memory's starting to.
3, 2, 1.
It's cool. Okay, good. So the other thing that I can do is, give it some, like reverb and delay even. So let's try putting on something and seeing if you dig it. So let's do like.
Can't wait to be this familiar with all the menus.
Of the program.
Well, just at least iMovie to begin with.
Oh yeah. Well, you will find that it's interesting that a lot of the Mac programs, like for instance, even Logic, like if you use Logic, then you're like, oh, Final Cut. Like there's a sort of or not just, I don't mean just like Mac stuff, but editing software. So for like audio or video, there's like a certain kind of system that they all have. It's not like one company goes 180 degrees in the other direction.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3,
Okay.
2,
So
1. 3.
that cool or
Yeah, I'm just glad people go to college for that.
200 grand right there, baby.
It would take me so long get all that refined.
We could go real crazy if you wanted to. We could throw like I said, we could throw like a delay on there. I mean, but that to me.
3, 2, 1.
That's
3,
solid.
2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2.
Do you want me to bring up the? Do you want me to bring up the? Ha!
No, that's okay. the underlying, it's like, I know it's there, you know it's there. If anyone ever watches this, they'll know it's there. But other than that, you know what I mean?
Like wait in the old days when you wait to the end of the CD and then the secret track comes on.
That's right. That's right. Or you flip the record and play it backwards. I'm scared.
Well, you know, I actually tried that with Ozzy's Diary of a Madman.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you know, if you turn, you know, take the tape out and I played it backwards, I just ruined my tape. It was like, if you really concentrate, then you're like, I think I can hear him saying that. It's like the what was the big thing that they did with like that trial, and it was like, and if you flip Ozzy's tape backwards, you can hear it. It says, kill, kill. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's
I don't
ridiculous.
hear that at all, but yeah. All right, let's see if this mix is working.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
That's good. I would say if there's a way to bring down the echo, like the chamber effect, just a little bit.
absolutely not.
Okay. Fail. Epic fail.
I can, but that's where I start charging you.
Oh shit.
All right, here we go. Check this
That's
out.
awesome.
3, 2, 1.
Better?
I like it. The other two things that I wrote about after listening to this and playing it, by the way, like a multitude of times with a lot of different people listening. I'm like, hey man, you guys want to listen to this? I'll be in the parking lot with my phone, like holding it up to their ear. You gotta listen to this. You gotta listen to this.
It's kind of you know, I would say that it's kind of you know, cool, if I say so myself, to when you're like, yeah, I just talked to my cousin and I said I wanted him to make a track like this, and then 10 minutes later he sends me this, you know.
No, I mean, there's listen, you know, in the world, it's I the business sense would be leveraging, but you just like call on family when you can call on family, right? Like, I mean,
Right
I
here.
think the root of history is, you know, civilization is you society helps each other, but even in the smaller nucleus is family helps each other, right? So I think that's
Well, I mean, even for me, like the thing is that, you know what, I mean, I'm listening to this and I'm like, damn, this could have been like, this could have been a song from one of my bands or whatever, you know? So like listening to it, I'm like, you know, like, that's why, you know, kind of took me a little bit because like I got your instructions and I'm like, no, like, dude, I want you to have like the most kick-ass like intro to your pot. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I want people to like, just like you feel when you listen to that song, like when people tune in, you know, I want them to be like, you know, pumped up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so
Um,
you were mentioning, so you mentioned something about the guitars, right? Did you want them more gritty or less gritty?
so I really, you know, for some reason I got into a kick and almost like the White Stripes, or like I said, the guitar on the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack, how they distort it a little bit. And I don't know the correct terminology as far as, you know, from
Oh,
a music
here,
standpoint.
I'll demonstrate.
Oh,
You can do this too. So if I solo this guitar out, and where is the guitar? That's interesting. Oh, I must have hit it. There we go. That was the original guitar. Okay. So, oh, the volume's really loud. So let's do. Okay, so we have that, and then let's see. So we got. So you said, I'm sorry, you said you wanted more driven?
like, I don't know how.
Okay, let me, you said distorted, but let me show you. So distortion or drive, this is what it does. I'll even put a little bit more drive. Okay, so that's where I just put it up to, and this is kind of where it started. So you see how it sounds a little more like fuzzy, more gritty.
Right.
So if you like that, let me just, I'll put it on both, and so you can kind of hear it. So. Okay. Okay, so now it's going to sound something like this. I'm going to chop a little bit because the more distorted it gets, it actually takes. Okay, so that's more distorted. This would be like clean. This would be example of clean. Yeah, it's very 70s funky.
Yeah.
So you were looking for something more edgier, right?
Yeah, like I said, the best examples I can provide are like how Jack White, even on some of his stuff when he went solo out of the White Stripes, like whatever he did to his guitar. And then like I said, the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack is the one that I really honed in on. Like their very first song on their album. Oh, well, on the album, on the soundtrack.
Yeah, so let me listen to that one again. Was it
Sex Bomb. This is gonna totally now. It's gonna like I'll try to put this on YouTube. It's gonna kick it off.
what's that?
I said I'm gonna put this on YouTube. It's gonna kick me off because I have this music on there.
Yeah, that's super fuzzy. So that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
What are you saying? Is that not the go-to stuff anymore? Is that old school? Is that
Because when you describe like Franz Ferdinand and Modest Mouse and stuff like that, that's definitely not that, right? That's definitely more on the clean, jangly side. So that's why I kind of went that direction. But let's see what happens if I completely fuzz out this sound. It might sound good, it might not. I think I must be doing it to the wrong channel because
I like that it's actually called like Fuzz Race. Like
yeah, so I was trying to but let's see, is there a better place to put this in the chain? It's not the right kind of fuzz, so let me replace this. These are all different pedals that I'm using. So what I'm using right now is a virtual pedal board. So
oh,
I
that's
can actually record the signal clean, and then I can make this sound like any amp you want or any effect or whatever.
That's very cool. I mean, that's a lot. That's a huge menu.
Indeed. Oh, that's not what it is. So that's certainly much more fuzzier. So let's hear this one now. Oh, I just put in there. Oh no, tube.
The multitude of windows. You're gonna get lost in those windows. That's crazy.
This is the best feature in Mac. You see that? The hot corners? Oh man,
That's true.
I could not live without the hot corners. I mean, I could make. Let me listen to Scott Pilgrim one more time. Thing is that bass. Oh, interesting. I have an idea. So I did something with the I don't know. Not crazy about that sound. Here it is again. Maybe I can do this. So let's do this. Maybe I can. I'll take off some of this low end. Sorry, what I'm doing now is by listening to Scott Pilgrim, it sounds to me it doesn't sound like it's an overdriven guitar now. It sounds like it's an overdriven bass. So I definitely pumped up some more of the overdrive on those guitars, but now I'm gonna try to the bass to see if. See, the only thing is it doesn't quite have that same like bottom end to it now, right? Try it though. I don't know. It sounds kind of muddy to me, but you tell me.
I like that. But you're right. I did definitely enjoy the bass in there, and it does 100% strip that out of there. I do like that though. Like, I don't know if there's a way to add bass with that without, I don't know, like, does that like completely skew it when you try to add both?
It does, because with the bass, the natural sound is going to have the biggest sound of it, right? So
Yeah.
here, let me just kind of show you again. Where's the bass? Let's try this volume. So this is what we had before. It sounds kind of fat and like chugging, and now. Pump up.
Yeah, no, I think you gotta leave the bass in there, man.
Or what I could do is this, maybe. I can use them both. Let's try that real quick.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's cool. That's cool.
Combine both of them, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So let's take a listen from the top real quick.
Ugh, sinuses.
Tell me about it. Are you alert? You have any allergies?
I mean, what am I not allergic to? You know, like it's
I'm with you on that one, brother. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Nice. So what were you? Now part of me wants to kind of see if I can do something to the drums like that.
Well, that's just funny because I wanted some more complexity to the drums, but it's funny. I wonder if my ear was hearing the bass, and now that you did that, but yeah, if you want to do something on the
Well,
drums,
the drum pattern's pretty darn complex. So let me just let you hear it myself. It's kind of like Foo Fighters or something, you know? So, but what I was hearing was maybe I can throw a little bit of, let's see if I can do something. I was hearing a little bit of a distortion on it for some reason. I'm hearing. Yikes. Let's see.
how much fun that is.
3, 2, 1.
Let me try to roll it back. It sounds a little bit like. So it has a much darker overall sound. I mean, meaning like just in terms of fidelity, right? Like, so where I started before, it was kind of like a nice, like a pretty crisp balance of like low, mid, highs, right? So this way, now this is just another approach. So I like my thing is like, to me, this is also cool, but by adding on and all that gain on those guitars, and then like if by adding it to the drums, it's got like a overall darker sound to it. So it's
3, 2, 1.
actually I kind of dig the darker sound. But the question is, what do you dig?
Yeah, play it one more time.
Okay, so here's the new version.
Just listen for a second. Oh, okay. I almost had a cameo, but she's busy. Go ahead.
And now watch, here's without. Can you hear the difference between the dark?
Yeah, do the is it hard to do like original drum sound again?
Yeah, well that's so watch. I'm gonna start with the new sound and I'm gonna toggle it with the other one. You hear how one, it sounds more like,
Vibrant. Like I like the vibrant one.
Well, vibrant. So here's one. Here's let's do this from here. Here's a big one. And here's the original. I call that one more crispier.
The second or first one?
One I just played, the last one.
Yeah, man. Wow, that's crazy.
How
One
about-
more time. One more time. Can you do 1 and 2 again?
That's crispy. And this is the new one. Now, to me, this one makes more sense with the redone guitars and bass because now those are like way more grittier.
Yeah,
So the drums now make sense.
yeah,
The other one was more polished and more, I guess, clean is a better term.
sure.
So but here's the thing, whatever you prefer. So it's like it doesn't disappear once you pick. So you can always go 3 weeks
One
later.
time only. Once you, it's like I feel like I'm at the optometrist when you have to pick, and I'm like, 1 and 2 look the same. But once you have those glasses in your hand, right? Like I'm like, I can't go back, right? Like,
Well, that's the thing, and that's why I rarely wear these because it's like, I mean, I've never wore glasses in my life before, so this is my first time. So I don't know what F is going on. They're asking all these things. And so then I get these glasses, and then it's like, if I literally sit, where I am now, about approximately 24 inches from my main screen, these glasses are great. As soon as I look down my phone, as soon as I look over there, I'm freaking all. So I'm like, like, and it's kind of a lot of work just to like keep them, like I said, if I want to look outside the window,
yeah.
I'm like screwed. So it's like, what am I doing? Like, so they're like, you really should wear it, but here's the thing, like for the other 99% of the time, it becomes a problem, right? So
Right.
when like on top of everything, you dropped hundreds of dollars on this stuff. So
No,
my dad's like, welcome to the world of glasses, man. I had to do it my whole life.
no, man. Yeah. So I finally had PRK done. And it was it was a game changer, man. Like everyone's like,
Had what done?
PRK. So there's LASIK and PRK. One is so they peel back your flap, do the burn, and then put your flap back. And the other ones, they like basically take that flap off, do the thing, and then it has to reheal. And so I did, and the reason being is
Your eyeball, the flap is that your eyeball flap or something?
yeah, like again, not a medical professional, but the eyeball flap, if you will. So the difference is the LASIK one heals very, very quickly. The other one takes about a longer amount of time, of course, because it's no longer there. But if you do like sports or impact or anything like that, they recommend doing the PRK over the LASIK just in case, so that doesn't ever get that flap doesn't become loosened or whatever else to cause some kind of, not necessarily infection, but to reverse the surgery, if you will. And I'm being very like very open about that. I'm using some terminology that is probably not correct by any stretch of the imagination.
I had no idea I had no idea I had flaps in my eyes. So
oh yeah. Well, there's like multiple layers, right? And so yeah, there's all kind of flaps. If it's windy day, you just your eyelids flap in the wind or your eye flap. But no, man, it's all good. Yeah, so PRK is legit, but it was like, it's awesome to like wake up and see. Like that was just couldn't believe it. After I think I started wearing glasses in 3rd or 4th grade. So like, and then contacts were cool, except for when they dry to your eyeball. And then you wake up and you're like, oh my God, it's stuck to your eyeball, or even goes up in your eye. And that's a big pain in the butt. So
how long ago did you have the surgery?
how long ago?
Yeah.
It was either 2018 or 2019, I think.
So relatively recent. So you had to live a certain way your whole life, and then
Boom.
all of a sudden, like my dad had something done, and all of a sudden he's like, I can see.
Yeah.
So I do have to cut this short. So what was there anything else that you were hearing on this track, or that
I don't think so. I think that's cool, man. Yeah, what I'd like to do is I'll just listen to that and compare it to the original a couple times, and then pull the trigger on one of them. But I think that's what I was looking for. I think you found it, right? The buzz, if you will. That was perfect.
Yeah. So I'll bounce this down for you, and like I said, it's it's easy to change if you need to change. So
I want to thank my cousin Billy for taking the time to produce and create that. Absolutely amazing. That was a great experience to be in the weeds with him as an audio engineer. A lot of things way deeper and over my head, but he has worked extremely hard on that, and it has been a great collaboration with him. So that is going to be the theme of the YouTube channel and the podcast. And I hope everybody had a great time listening. And to note, more to follow as we have an interview scheduled. And let me just tell you what, his background and who he's worked with, though he may not be able to name names, he has some great stories, and it'll be extremely value added as we go forward on People Add Value Experience PAVE. Thanks.